A few years back, I was, put in a request to interview a certain celebrity. Not my idea, in fact, I have to be honest, but this was part of a channel and they wanted me to organise an interview with this particular well-loved national treasure to sit down and talk about her latest book. A thing that she'd given some publicity to in a couple of magazine spreads, you know, the sort of thing. And so, naturally, I put in a request, never heard anything back, which is normally the case in the world of publishing. I find publishing very strange, let me tell you, because they'll send you the book out at great expense, normally by a courier bike, then you never hear from them again. So consequently, I do the good thing, naturally, and donate the book to the local charity shop. But that's by the by. Anyway, what happened was this particular celebrity, well, no, she couldn't now do any promotion, even though this person hadn't got back for like 3 weeks, because they only had them for a finite time and they couldn't possibly ask them to interrupt their busy schedule to carry on, of course, and do some publicity. You see how this works. Now, what I found fascinating about this was two things. They'd paid a massive amount of money to this particular individual for the advance fee to write, ghostwrite, whatever you want to call it, this book. But no, they couldn't ask, so it literally fell apart. And it got me thinking about what we've talked about recently about celebrities endorsing particular brands, you know, Dawn French loving, of course, the current British government, all the while freezing the elderly with the winter fuel allowance. But it's all right because she picked up 6 figures to tell us that we should all be shopping at Marks and Spencer's this Christmas, even though now we can't afford, and even though they admit that you have to put up their prices. You see how this works. So I cast my eye over this particular individual. We've mentioned her before. Now, as I said, this was an odd fit when you think about it, because this is Nigella Lawson, a beautiful lady who's very famous, of course, over here in the United Kingdom, and I know around the world for her wonderful TV shows and making sort of cooking food very provocative and exciting and things like that. Not a natural bedfellow, really, for a fast food giant Greggs, you understand. Cheap, wholesome filling, but of course delicious, and we all want more, even though we know it's bad for us. Not everything, but quite a few of their treats, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, they recently launched the fact that she's going to be the face of their festive brand, and you think, oh, okay, a little bit odd, but a bit strange nonetheless. And then you see the ad and you think, oh, very glitzy, very glamorous, as I said, but you don't necessarily see Nigella tucking in heartily to the pasties. You see her biting it, but, you know, didn't see her actually eating it. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave that there. So then you think, well, okay, if they've been paid so much money, surely these people, these individuals will want to help promote it. Well, Nigella's not alone, because I cast down her social media posts. I found that a couple of days ago, she reposted the ad. Nothing before, nothing since. Now, I'm not attacking her, I'm just basically saying, isn't it odd? When you've been paid so much money and you have a substantial following on your social media, platform, you would have thought that the brand in question would have said, we need to post this daily or at least every 2 days. You don't mind, you do understand. Clearly, that wasn't put in the contract. Either way, Nigella likes it, but clearly from something of a distance. I'd love to know if you've spotted any of these faux pas with these celebrities that basically say one thing, and as ever, she's got time to post her recipe of the day, so it's not like she's not on social media. Seems like naughty Nigella might love Greggs, as I say, but perhaps from a distance. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.